Can we talk about this shit going on with Netflix? Like, what the absolute fuck are they thinking by putting out this Cuties movie? I'm sorry for cursing, but if you're not cursing when you get into subjects like this, then I think something's probably wrong with you, okay? It's alright to do that every once in a while. What the absolute shit fuck is going on in the brains of the people at Netflix? I don't understand. So we all heard about this Cuties movie that they were going to put out a couple of months back when we all saw the movie poster for it get publicized, and we were all like, what the heck? That's weird. What the heck, Netflix? Well, Cuties dropped a couple of days ago, and it is way worse than anybody was thinking. And we all thought that it was going to be when we saw that movie poster. I saw just a couple-minute clip on Twitter, and even then I was like, oh, no way. I was feeling weird just from watching it on Twitter. I did definitely not go onto Netflix and watch the whole thing. And it was video footage of these 11-year-old girls who are actually 11, in real life too, portraying 11-year-old girls in the movie, and they were dancing and twerking and touching themselves and shit. And you got like zoom ups with the camera on their little shorts and all sorts of shit. It's like, what the hell are these people thinking? And then the reaction after Cuties came out, 3 days ago, is even worse. The mainstream media was defending Netflix. I think I even saw a headline from the New Yorker that called it an extraordinary movie. Extraordinary movie. Had some other mainstream outlets try to defend it as well. I saw a lot of blue check marks and people on Twitter acting like it wasn't that big of a deal. And then Netflix and the French director themselves even said, oh, you gotta watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie so you can make sure you understand what's going on. I don't care how you try to frame your movie. I don't care how you try to contextualize that sort of bullshit. It's bullshit in the first place. You're not gonna wrap some gold around it and try to sell it to us like it's all nice and well. The movie poster with the frickin' 11-year-olds on it in their little shorts. The trailer of it. The friggin' clips that we're seeing on social media right now. Like, that is not okay. They are definitely seeming to try to normalize this thing. Of course, right now with, all the elites about to get exposed for this sort of shit. I mean, we have the Obamas with a huge Netflix deal. We have Susan Rice on their board. We have, what is actually going on there at Netflix? What is their true intention with putting out stuff like this? It's not okay. It's not okay at all. And it definitely looks like they're trying to normalize this type of stuff. So that's why we have Cancel Netflix. That hashtag is trending, which is fantastic news. I hope their stock just tanks, just drops. It's a great, great thing. Netflix is basically like Hollywood that you pay $15 a month for. It's just Hollywood. Every single time I scroll through Netflix, I can't stand the propagandized bullshit that's all so like overproduced. They try way too hard. And then when you look at their actual content too, it's like all sorts of subliminal programmings of, again, propaganda and also just absolutely weird ideologies that are not okay. So great, everybody cancel Netflix. That is fantastic. Please do. But I want to bring this conversation towards something that's even more important than talking about Netflix. It's talking about a problem, not just in this country, but in our society, in our world, that underlies, that's more of a foundational issue than Netflix, and that is the problem of bad parenting. Just straight, awful, shitty parents. They're everywhere. They are frickin' everywhere. First of all, why would parents think it would be okay to let their daughters audition and then have a role in a movie called Cuties where they're getting all sorts of sexualized and then put out on Netflix? Why would the parents of those child actors think it would be okay? We know parents of child actors all across Hollywood, in this country, other countries. it's sort of a known thing where these parents, they don't care what their kid does. They just want like fame and money for their kid and probably fame and money for themselves too. So they're cool with their kid being completely abused and sexualized, and who the heck cares what happened to their kids? At least they're gonna get fame and money, right? Those are some really stupid fucking parents. That's not okay. Why would they think it'd be all right to let their kids even be in that movie in the first place? And then, second of all, we just have an epidemic, really, of bad parenting all across the country. Because parents are, like, you need to get your asses into gear, all you parents out there. We have kids all across social media right now who are definitely too young to be on social media, and probably too young, in my opinion, to have phones and devices in the first place, but they're being unchecked. The parents aren't even taking a look at what these kids are doing on the internet, and you could have all sorts of predators out there messaging them on whatever app or game app they're using, and they're just totally vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. And so many parents out there just don't seem to care. They let their kids just go and do those things. Or they let their kids go and watch whatever. Like, think of this crap that we're seeing on Netflix, like the Cuties movie. So many parents out there aren't even taking a look at what their kids are watching, consuming in the form of digital media, and then we get shit like this that brainwashes the crap out of our kids to make them think that stuff like this is okay. Oh yeah, it's okay for me to twerk, being 11-year-olds. I saw it on Netflix. Like, dude, no. If we want to get rid of all this type of stuff, we have to train our next generation to understand that this sort of stuff is not okay. We need to train our next generation to have some freaking morals and some ethics and to use their brains. That is the real epidemic in this country. First of all, we have a lot of parents out there that don't really have all that good morals or ethics and don't know how to use their brains that well, so we need to get them to learn those things, and then they can pass it on to their kids. If they're not doing a good job with their kids, well, maybe we'll have to do it, step in somehow. I don't know. But that's the foundational epidemic, is what our kids are learning and being subject to. And then we can talk about this crap like Netflix, other digital media services. I mean, Hulu's not that much better. And then we get into all the other crap we see on the internet and from the media and propaganda out there. So anyway, rant done. Netflix sucks. Cancel it, please. Don't watch Cuties, and take care of your kids, folks. Really. That's the next generation. That's the perpetuation of the species. That's how we change and grow, is by changing ourselves and then getting the next generation to change in a positive, beneficial, resourceful way. So be good parents out there, guys. Done.